The Young and the Restless shocker. Colleen Zink and Ray Wise return as villains. And Weekly Young and the Restless recapped January 20 to 24, Sharon's escape and Jordan's death. I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Please subscribe to the channel. The Young and the Restless viewers were treated to a shocking moment when two cast members made an unexpected return. During the Thursday, November 14 episode, fans learned that Jordan Howard, Colleen Zink, and Ian Ward, Ray Wise, were back to cause more trouble in Geno City. While it's too soon to confirm what the villainous pair have planned for the long-running soap opera, Zink and Wise's characters have seemingly been working together to ruin lives. In fact, the pair already appeared to be in cahoots against Sharon Case, Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, and other beloved mainstays. The Young and the Restless cast reveals favorite and least favorite storylines and plot twists. The pairing of Ian Ward and Aunt Jordan will be a double dose of danger. The Young and the Restless head writer Josh Griffith told Deadline on Thursday. The residents of Geno City should be on high alert thanks to this intriguing alliance. As a company, we are thrilled to welcome back the talented Ray Wise and Colleen Zink to the canvas. Zink's character hasn't been seen since June, when she was held captive by Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, before going to prison. As for Wise, he was last seen on the show in 2016. It's wonderful to be back on The Young and the Restless, Wise told Deadline in a statement. It feels like home. I had a great time when I last appeared on the show, and having an even better time now with the talented Colleen Zink. I could not have asked for a better partner in crime. Wise, 77, stated that he is excited for the mischievous Ian Ward causing more havoc in Geno City. Stay tuned, he added. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. The cast additions also follow the soap opera's noteworthy milestone of reaching 13,000 episodes. Since its 1973 premiere, the show has lasted more than 50 seasons and featured more than a few plot twists, shocking soap opera exits, Kelly Monaco, Allison Sweeney, and more for Zink. She's looking forward to what surprises she can deliver for both her co-stars and the audience at home. I'm so happy to return to Lue and are surrounding the show's 13,000th episode and be paired with the amazing Ray Wise, Zink, 71, shared with Deadline. My character, Jordan, is lucky enough to have Ian Ward by her side, and she settles some unfinished business while also finding the time to take on some new adversaries as well. In my opinion, The Young and the Restless ended this storyline on a disappointing note. Without Jordan torturing people as the Wicked Witch of Geno City, we wouldn't have seen the great Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, spar with someone who boldly wanted to bury him and his family, or the amazing scenes from Melody Thomas Scott as Nikki going out of control with her failing sobriety. I'll admit right off the top that I've been a fan of The Young and the Restless bringing Colleen Zink on as Jordan. The Jordan saga, which began in November 2023, gave the soap opera the boost of energy and freshness that I've enjoyed. Given what Jordan meant to the plot for Claire, Haley Aaron, Victoria, Amelia Heinel, and Cole J. Eddie Peck, it was very entertaining to watch. She was important to the soap opera's reinterpretation of history and the warming of the notorious Ice Princess by giving Victoria a long-lost daughter. Anyone can appreciate Vicky's more vulnerable side, which was further enhanced by her reunion with what may have been her best partner ever. Sorry, Villy lovers, but Vol is less theatrical and destructive, unfortunately. In the January 24 episode of The Young and the Restless, the Jordan train came to a screeching halt as she passed away. Claire made her poisonous tea, but Jordan willingly drank it, refusing to go back to prison. After a long and vindictive farewell, she apparently passed away in the Newman tack house, leaving the Newmans to wonder what to do with her body and how her passing would affect Claire going forward. As a viewer, I have to say I'm really disappointed in Jordan's swan dive off the show. This is a lady who has unleashed unfathomable destruction on Geno City's most powerful family. Her criminal history includes abducting Victoria's child, shaping the child's hatred for the Newmans, nearly killing the first and second generation Newmans with poison, destroying Nikki's sobriety, repeatedly kidnapping Harrison, Redding Munsell and Claire, and conspiring with Ian Ray Wise to do more harm. Given Jordan had a tendency to get imprisoned and then escape between these numerous episodes, I had a suspicion that Jordan was likely not to survive this go-around. At some time, the Newmans were going to get sick and tired of taking their chances with police custody when it came to her. In other words, her death was all but certain. However, did her death have to be so unimpressive? As she initially attempted to murder Victor and his family by employing the same strategy. I see that Jordan's death from a poisoned tea makes sense for the sake of irony. However, I had hoped that her death would be accompanied by much more pyrotechnics and a bang. I imagined she would be caught in a showdown with either Nikki or Victoria, and one of the ladies would have murdered her in self-defense. To that note, before it even got to that point, I was hoping Jordan would do or say something explosive out of villainous desperation. For example, I thought she would have inadvertently killed Cole as a devastating blow to Victoria and Claire. Or heck, it would have been quite the mic-drop moment if Jordan announced that Claire isn't actually a Newman at all, and she tampered with the paternity test. Parting news like that would have sent Geno City into a tailspin. At the end of the day, though, there's no sense in harping too much on the shoulda, coulda, woulda. With Jordan now gone, I wonder if we can get back to the mystery behind Ashley's, Eileen Davidson, dissociative identity disorder. Weekly Young and the Restless recap January 20 to 24, Sharon's escape, and Jordan's death. The Young and the Restless January 20 to 24 recap had a lot of drama and unsolved issues for folks all throughout Geno City during a busy week. Chance visited Sharon's house, where Nick hoped for updates on her abduction. Chance revealed surveillance footage had tracked a car to the Riverbank Motel, linking it to Ian Ward. Frustrated by delays, Nick insisted on confronting Ian, and despite Chance's hesitation, they went to the motel. At the motel, Jordan, abandoned by Ian, vowed to carry out her plans alone. She called Claire, setting up a meeting. Meanwhile, Claire convinced Nikki and Victoria to let her manipulate Jordan into a trap, emphasizing secrecy. When Jordan called, Claire pretended to align with her, proposing a face-to-face discussion of their plan. Jordan agreed but warned against betrayal, mentioning an accomplice ready to retaliate. Nick and Chance searched Ian's room, finding lipstick on a glass, suggesting he had a female accomplice. Chance began securing a search warrant, but Jordan saw them and fled. Playing on their shared history, Claire met Jordan at Crimson Lights and claimed to have been lying to the Newmans the entire time. Jordan was cautious, but after being moved by her niece's emotional appeal, he seemed to believe Claire. Claire aligned herself with Jordan's agenda by implying that she intended to target Victoria. Claire reported back to the ranch that Jordan was eager to work with her after purchasing her act. Claire acknowledged that she had persuaded Jordan that she was prepared to kill Victoria when Nikki and Victoria pressed for further information. Nikki and Victoria were shocked but steadfast in their support of Claire's risky deceit in the hopes that it would result in Jordan's capture. Chance and Nick looked into a motel that was connected to their investigation. A blonde woman with spectacles had been spotted there but had managed to get away, Nick found out. Chance was able to digitize fingerprints off a glass and discovered that they belonged to Jordan, a jail escapee. She matched the person who drove Phyllis off the road, Nick realized. While stuck in a sewer, Sharon had a hallucination of Nick telling her to fight and show off her strength. Weak and under the influence of drugs, she battled but was determined to live. Nikki and Victoria were appalled at the ranch when Claire revealed that she had conspired with her aunt Jordan to kill her mother in order to claim an inheritance by pretending it was an accident. Concerned that Nick and Chance could search her motel room, Jordan called Claire. Claire denied any participation and recommended that Jordan be hidden at the ranch. Disturbed by Claire's harshness, Nikki and Victoria discussed whether to include Nick and Chance, but ultimately decided to assist in Jordan's capture, convincing Jordan that she wasn't responsible for the police search. Claire met her in a park. Claire promised Jordan safety and escorted her to the ranch despite the tension. Jordan acknowledged that Ian had murdered Heather and was controlling Maria by taking advantage of Sharon's sorrow. She also disclosed that Sharon was being held as an insurance policy, but she would not say where she was. Claire was at the ranch making tea for Jordan and asking her about her plans. Claire abruptly yelled, "Stop," as Jordan was ready to sip the tea, implying a betrayal or a turning point in their tense partnership. Despite being banned by Abby, Ian joined society. He begged Tessa to help him win Maria's forgiveness, but she refused, confronting him about his deceit and manipulation. Tessa questioned Ian's claims that he had changed. Maria yelled at him to leave town when he got there, saying there would be no pardon. Ian walked away shaken. Tessa questioned whether he truly felt regret, but Maria brushed it off as manipulation. She stormed out, hurt and angry. While stuck in a sewer, Sharon had a hallucination of Nick telling her to fight. Despite her initial despair, she mustered the strength to persevere, determined to get away. At the ranch, Victor, Nick, and Chance discussed Ian and Jordan's threats. Victor called security, vowing to handle things personally. Chance investigated a lead on Jordan, while Victor suspected his family's actions might not be entirely legal. At the tack house, Jordan faced off with Claire, who demanded Sharon's location. Claire threatened to involve the police, accusing Jordan of playing games. Jordan taunted Claire, but faltered when Nikki and Victoria revealed their trap. Cornered, Jordan admitted Ian had been drugging Sharon and proposed a deal. Her escape for Sharon's freedom. Victor refused, vowing to end her schemes. In the park, Maria found Sharon, cold and weak, and they tearfully reunited. Maria called Nick, who joyfully went to retrieve them. Back at the tack house, Jordan, realizing her plans have failed, defiantly drank the poisoned tea she had intended for others, ending her manipulations for good. Friday, January 24, 2025, at the tack house, Jordan drank poisoned tea, smashed the mug, and declared she'd rather die than be Victor's prisoner again. Claire revealed the tea was poisoned, and Jordan taunted her niece, claiming she'd always saved her before. Victoria tried to stop Jordan's manipulation, but Jordan boasted about her hold on Claire's mind. When Victoria threatened to call for help, Jordan knocked the phone away, intent on making her death memorable. As the poison took effect, Jordan accused Claire of betrayal and cursed the Nguyen family, hoping Ian would destroy them. Reaching for Claire's hand, she died, leaving Victor to cover up her death as a suicide. Billy and Jack had a candid conversation at the Jazz Lounge. Billy admitted his anger at Jill and obsession with revenge had consumed him. Jack encouraged him to let go of the past, offering support for new ventures. Inspired, Billy resolved to rebuild his life. Later, Sally surprised Billy by decorating his new home with childhood mementos and family photos. He felt uplifted and grateful for the fresh start. They toasted to his new path, marking a significant turning point. Meanwhile, Sharon returned home after her ordeal. Faith was overjoyed, and Sharon reassured her family their love kept her going. Maria blamed herself for Ian and Jordan's actions, but Nick assured her it wasn't her fault. He urged her to focus on her relationship with Tessa while they supported Sharon. After a bath, Sharon felt relieved as Nick informed her of Jordan's capture and Ian's imminent arrest. Grateful for her family, she credited them with saving her and looked forward to moving past the nightmare. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.